Happy Friday, family, and welcome to our Boss Up Show presented by Hope TV. We are the House of Hope Atlanta. Our pastor is Dr. E. Dewey Smith Jr., where we believe that life with God is better in every way, every day. We have an exciting show planned for you tonight. We have two amazing guests. First, I want to introduce Rashad McLean. He has been a Georgia realtor since 2008. He has a strong grasp on the history and future of many locations in the metro Atlanta area. And he's a top producing agent who knows what it takes to sustain that status. Mr. Rashad McLean, will you say hello to everyone tonight?
Hello. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully, we'll have a great day today, and I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. We never disappoint on Boss Up. So in addition to Mr. McLean, we also have Denise Wiggins with us tonight. Denise Wiggins is on a mission to promote social change by dispersing relevant knowledge to help others actualize their dreams, and we need some of that in this season. Denise believes that no matter what situation you find yourself in, as long as you can dream, there is no mountain too big to overcome. She really needs no introduction. Denise Wiggins, will you say hello to everybody tonight?
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Boss Up, for having me on this awesome and amazing show.
Absolutely. I want to thank our producers for helping us find these amazing guests as well as our business ministry. I want to welcome those of you who are just joining us again. I need all of our viewers. You guys have been so gracious to us every week in joining us and sharing our videos. So I need all of our viewers right now. I need you to share this video on all of your social media platforms. Invite your friends, because I believe what we're going to share tonight is going to help you to boss up and take your business acumen to the next level. So let's start with some questions to get to know our guests. Let's check in. I want to start with you, Denise. How have things been different since you guys reopened?
Things have been a little challenging since COVID-19, and we're slowly just opening back up our office location. The hardest thing about it is serving clients and not having clients in the office and doing group sessions. But having the staff there and making sure that they're cleaning up and staying the 6 feet distance, it's a little challenging, but through God, all things are possible. And we just always want to make sure that we're doing things, keeping safety first.
Absolutely. So let's talk to you a little bit, Rashad. How has your business changed, or the way that you do what you do? How has it changed since you reopened?
Well, yeah, I mean, just like everyone else, you have to have a different way of thinking about doing things, because with real estate, you're connecting with people. That's really how you get your business. So you're connecting with people. You're doing home buyers seminars. You're doing open houses, things like this. But now with COVID-19, you can't do those things like you used to. So you have to have a different mindset of what you need to do. And that's basically what you have to do. That's what I've done to kind of keep it consistent.
Yeah. So while we're talking about that, how you do what you do, I want to stay with you, Rashad. What steps did you and your staff take to really ensure the safety of your team? Because, I mean, you're in someone's house and you're with buyers, potential buyers. Are you guys masked up? Kind of share with us how you're ensuring the safety of yourself and your team.
Okay, so first off, yes, always safety first, masked up. Make sure you always have hand sanitizer. Make sure you have your Clorox wipes, wiping down everything. Okay, so with listings, let's start with listings. Listings, we've changed the way we do that. Before, when you have a person living in a home and they want to list their home, people would come at whatever time they schedule throughout the week to view the home. Now, what we want to do is kind of make it safer for the buyers along with the sellers that are living in the home by having one particular day that week that you are allowing people to come into your home. Now, we clean it beforehand, before we have this time frame, and typically it's like between 12 and 5 when the seller is okay with having people come into the house, like maybe on a Saturday from 12 to 5. We would clean it beforehand, have people come in, schedule a time for people to come in during that day. And then after 5, go ahead and wipe everything down once everyone is left. Also, making sure any doors that can be opened already within the house, go ahead and open those so no one has to touch those. That's one of the ways that we can kind of keep it safe for both the buyers and the sellers.
Absolutely. Wonderful information. If you're just joining us, we are the Boss Up Show presented by Hope TV, House of Hope Atlanta. Our pastor is Dr. E. Dewey Smith Jr. And we're just honored that you decided to share your Friday night with us. So if you're just joining us, please share this video on all of your social media platforms, because Rashad and Denise are already dropping bombs and laying knowledge on us for our business acumen. So let's go to you, Denise. What steps did you take to ensure the safety of your employees and your customers now that you've reopened?
Again, we've done the 6 feet distancing, and of course we're wiping down everything, but just to kind of piggyback off of, when we weren't open, we allowed the staff to work from home. We went straight to using telemed because we see clients. My agency in Atlanta is a behavioral health agency. So we use telemed, and then the clients that we could not go out to see, they were able to call them on the phone and just kind of de-escalate any type of anxiety that they may be facing and any type of depression. So that has been challenging as well, because again, we couldn't go see the clients. Of course, we couldn't do the going into the homes anymore because of all of the COVID-19. So now that DBHDD is kind of switching things around and saying that you can see the clients a little, and as long as you're keeping your 6 feet distance, we're trying to see how things are going to work for us now.
Absolutely. I love what both you and Mr. McLean have shared, because I think employees feel better about us as bosses, us as managers, us as entrepreneurs, when we show them that we care about their safety and their health. So I love the fact that you both are taking steps to protect not only your customers, but also your staffs. So hats off to both of you for being empathetic leaders. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about you, if that's okay, and let our viewers get to know you guys. I want to ask you a question about how you entered into the field that you're in and how you became an entrepreneur. I want to start with you, Rashad. Did entrepreneurship choose you, or did you choose it? Tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, it's funny. Actually, back in 2008, which was actually not the best time to get into real estate, but that's when I started. And I started part-time. I was working for Georgia Pacific at the time, and I wanted some extra income. So I decided to go ahead and do that part-time. Fast forward a few years, 2014, layoffs happened. And we all know layoffs happen with big corporations all the time. So this time they said, hey, we can either reduce your pay or we can give you this severance package and have you go on your way. So that's what I said. Let me take the severance package. I've already been doing real estate. I'm going to go ahead and do that full time. And to tell you the truth, Pastor Carter, that was the best thing that could have happened. I mean, that was the best thing that could have happened to me, because it enlightened me, gave me time to set my own schedule to do the things that I love to do, along with making more money and making a better life for my family.
So I don't know if this is, some of our viewers' first time catching us, but if it is, I want to let you know, we encourage people on Boss Up. We inspire people. And so as I was listening to you, Rashad, I pulled out something for what you said that I think is very, very relevant for our viewers. You said that 2008 was not necessarily the best time to jump into the housing market, but you did it. And so I want to encourage our followers, our listeners, our viewers, you can power through this pandemic. You can prosper in a season that seems dark. Eugene Peterson says God does his best work in the dark. So if you're an entrepreneur and you're watching and you feel like you want to give up because we're in a pandemic and because we're in a season of protest and unrest, don't give up, because Rashad is saying in some of the darkest moments, that's when you can sometimes walk into your success and walk into your season. I'm gonna keep going because I can get stuck right there. Denise, let me talk to you for a second. Tell us, what is your specialty or your niche? What would you say is your distinguishing characteristic as a business owner?
Empowering women to find their purpose in creating leaders.
Oh wow. And how does that look like, or what does that look like on the ground? How do you do that?
Well, in 2014, I started well, just a little bit about me. I started my entrepreneurship in 2008 as well. But in 2014, my husband and I launched a cosmetic brand for women, black women. And in 2018, I decided to launch a direct sales program. And that program allows me to work with women from all over the world, giving them the tools and the strategies to create businesses and leaving legacy for their children. So I'm more on the ground and more hands-on with every ambassador that's connected to me. And I think we have over about 140 women from the West Coast to the East Coast to the Midwest. And it has been absolutely amazing.
That is so impressive. What I like about Boss Up is that we introduce terms that our viewers can really sink their teeth into, and those terms become a part of their vocabulary, their business vocabulary. So I want you to unpack that term, direct sales programming. Can you define that for us? Tell us what that is.
Absolutely. It is direct sales is you become an ambassador for Enough Cosmetics. That's the name of the brand. And you make a 40% commission off of everything you sell. And in that, you get training from our top sales vice president. You get training from me, the founder and the CEO of Enough Cosmetics. We have national sales directors, regional directors, and executive directors that each one of these ladies will be able to pour into the ambassador that has decided to lock arms with us. So that's how we flow it.
Phenomenal. Listen, if you're just joining us, I need you to share this video on all of your social media platforms, because we have some amazing guests tonight who are really introducing some important information about how to develop your new normal. So thank you, Rashad, and thank you, Denise, for doing such a great job really sinking our teeth into this topic. So I want to move to our next question. How do you help small business owners? And I want to pitch this question to you, Rashad. How does what you do as a real estate agent, officer, entrepreneur, how does it help other small businesses?
Well, I grow myself. I try to grow my business through myself, meaning I try to connect with other businesses, other vendors, and we all try to just incorporate what we do and try to help each and every one of us. In real estate, there are your lenders, there are your inspectors, your appraisers. All of these people are in the real estate business, and a lot of them are entrepreneurs. They have their own, their own small businesses. And so in order for us to kind of keep things going in these hard times, we have to support each other. And that's my
Yes,
goal, really. That's my whole
I love
goal.
it. I love it, because if we're going to get through this season, we're going to have to get through it together, right?
Exactly.
So
Absolutely.
I want to talk to you as well, Denise. What in your profession, I hear you talk a lot about coaching and a lot about legacy, and I love it. But what specifically in your field and in your job, your job area, what especially do you do to help small businesses? Tell us about that.
What we do to help what my company does to help small businesses is we bring women on to help them create home-based businesses. Right now is the most important time for everybody in America to start a home-based business. So we're teaching them the tools, and we're giving them the tools, and we're teaching them the strategies on what it takes to own a home-based business. And locking arms with Enough Cosmetics allows you to create a home-based business.
Love it. Love it. So I want to stay with you for a second, because we hear a lot of feedback from business owners who say, I'm making money now, but I wasn't always making money. So will you give us a few tips on how to make our businesses, especially home-based businesses, more profitable? What are 3 tips you give someone if they're trying to make their business more profitable?
The first thing is don't give up. That's the number one thing. Anything that you do and set your mind to it will become profitable. And the second thing I want you to focus on is not making money, it's serving. Once you can get into serving and giving to others, you're going to win by default. And I'm only speaking from my own experience starting this home-based business myself. And the third thing is staying consistent and being determined, because people buy into the person before they buy into the product or services. So when they can see that you are determined and consistent, they will buy into you.
So Denise just gave us 2 tweetable quotes. She said, first, when you serve, you win by default. And then she talked about your people, that your people see you. I love this. Say that again, because I think our viewers need to hear that. Your people,
the people will buy into you before they buy into your product and services, because you are your brand. So you're presenting for people to buy into.
I love it. I love it. I want to pivot to you, Rashad. Talk to us. What are 3 ways or 3 tips you give someone who wants to make their business more profitable? Rashad, are you still with us? Are you still with us?
I think I'm back now.
Yes, if you could just give us 3 tips. Yes, if you could give us 3 tips on how to make our businesses more profitable.
Well, I totally agree. I mean, you have to focus on the service. You have to focus on the service, because what you focus on expands. And if you focus on the service, the money will come. So that's one thing. Change your mindset. You change your mindset. Anything is possible once you change your mindset to do what it is that whatever it is that you're trying to do. You have to work. You have to work because it's your business. It's your business. You're not working for a corporation. You're working for yourself. And so you have to work more than 40 hours a week sometimes. And that's okay. If you would do it for a corporation, why wouldn't you do it for yourself? And let me see, one more thing. Success is, to be successful is simple, but not easy, because so many people before us have been successful. So all we have to do is just basically follow that model, and maybe along the way you can adjust it for yourself. So, kind of you hear me?
A little bit. If you could repeat the last statement that you made about success.
Being successful is simple, but not easy.
Love it. I want to move a little bit to talk about, the theme of our show. We're talking about the new normal. And so, Denise, if you could share 3 adjectives or 3 characteristics of business in this season, in the life of our country, in the life of our world, what would you say characterizes this new norm?
Oh, wow. Well, I think what characterizes it in what I do, I can only speak for my business and my services, is not being able to be so close to people, because we're in a business where we are very close in interaction and engaging with customers. So now the new normal, it's going to limit us in that capacity. So what we're trying to figure out now is how we're going to be doing vending shows. How does that look for us moving forward? We don't want it to hinder us and keeping us locked in on Zoom calls and doing vending only on Zoom. So the new normal for us will be not getting so close to people when we're out vending, because you're talking about maybe 50 or 60 people in a setting. How does that look for us now? And then when we're out in the community, how do we engage? Because again, your customers are in the community and they're waiting on you. So how does that look? How does that interaction look? So making sure now that you keep it on your mask, and when you're out, we're not going to be afraid to walk up to our women and our sisters, because they're waiting on us. So we're teaching these things now as we go along.
I love it. So it's kind of like learning how to maintain a sense of customer service and intimacy while
Yes,
there's not necessarily a way to touch. I like that.
correct.
So you're letting the customer know that they're loved and appreciated, but you're doing it a different way. I really like
Right.
that.
And that
Listen,
touchy feeling
oh,
is, oh, I'm sorry.
no, keep going, keep going.
Oh, okay. So because we can't touch like we used to, and because women by instinct we are huggers, it's been difficult, but we're
Yes,
learning to still have that eye to eye contact because we still need that, because that's how we
yes,
feel our emotional tanks. So it's going to be a little challenging, but we're going to get through it.
absolutely. Rashad, talk to us. What characterizes the new normal for you in the real estate industry?
The new normal, like I said before, it's
Okay, we're going to come back to you in just a minute. I want to go back to Denise because we only have a few more minutes and I want to get as much information from you guys
mm,
for our viewers as I can. I'm going to come back to you in just a minute, Rashad. Denise, as we prepare to kind of close out our conversation, what advice would you give someone who is really struggling in this season? Just getting more customers, struggling to stay motivated. What what advice would you give them to encourage them tonight?
I would say hit the reset button and find and understand that in adversity is always opportunities. Don't allow what you see to determine where you're going. And once we can get past what we see and know that this is not where we're going to stay, that this too shall pass, you can definitely get to the other side. But it's all in what you see and what you think. So hit that reset button. And now is the time to grab a hold to this pandemic, to this adversity that we've been facing, to the looting, to the rioting, all of the above. Now is the time to hit that reset button and get in that mirror and talk to yourself and say to yourself every single day who you are, and say to yourself, I will become. You got to keep saying it over and over until it gets down into your spirit, man. And then you will start to see a change, because I was just sharing with my team today, you can't blame anyone but the person in the mirror. So we got to get past the person that we see in the mirror and understand it's all in our thinking, how you see you. Build up your faith muscle, build up that belief, and build up that courage, and go out there and win, because we have the power to do it.
I love it. So positive thinking yields positive
Absolutely.
results. That's tweetable,
Absolutely.
family. That's tweetable. I want to go. I want to go to you, Rashad. What advice would you give someone who is really struggling right now to find their motivation and just they don't have a lot of clients or they're struggling in their customer reach? What would you tell them?
I'm back at it again with just what she said. Affirmations, affirmations. I am organized. I am a leader. I am my own boss. All these affirmations, you have to repeat them on a daily basis, because there are a lot of things out there that will get you down, that will discourage you, but because that will in every day.
Absolutely, absolutely. The last part of what you said, there's a lot of things that will get you down and discourage you, but do what? Because I think we need to hear that.
You have to repeat these things each and every day, these affirmations, because
That's it.
discourage you. Do not let it discourage you.
Yes.
Keep going, keep moving forward, keep moving
I
up.
love it. I love it. Listen, our viewers have enjoyed this conversation so much. And there may be someone watching who wants to know, how can I schedule a meeting with Denise so that she can help me with my business? There may be somebody who wants to patronize your business who's viewing us tonight. So, Denise, will you tell us how we can contact you?
Absolutely. You can find me on Facebook. My Facebook name is Denise Wiggins. My website is www.enafcosmetics.com, and that's EINNAF cosmetics.com. And that's on all social media platforms for Enaf Cosmetics: Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest.
Excellent. Excellent. Rashad, there's somebody who's watching who's saying, I know that I'm stepping out on faith, but I want to get a house. I want to get a house during a pandemic. If somebody wants to contact you about what you do, how can they find you?
You can reach me on Instagram at Rashad_the_realtor. And anytime you need to contact me, just give me a call, 404-783-1588. Call, text, whatever, please.
Listen, again, this is the Boss Up Show presented by Hope TV. We never disappoint. We always share helpful information with you to help you power through this pandemic. So I need to know from my viewers, I need you to post in the comments, give me a yes or give me a no. Are you ready to boss up? Because I am. Again, we're the House of Hope Atlanta. Dr. E. Dewey Smith Jr. is our pastor, and we believe that life with God is better in every way, every day. We love you, family, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yo, Pastor D checking in, man. Look, y'all ain't seen my face in a minute. You ain't seen my face in a minute because we've been grinding behind the scenes. And guess what? Guess what? It's showtime. It's game time. A couple of months ago, y'all saw Pastor Smith drop a bomb on the world with saying House of Hope will be running its first NBA 2K20 tournament. And guess what, man? For this tournament, we giving away the big boy prize, cash money, and the first ever championship ring. Yes, that means, I'm talking about stacks, y'all. Not only will you have some in your pocket, but now you have something right there, like the best of them, like the actual NBA players, you feel me? It was so many players who entered into the tournament, if we could take you all, we would have loved to, but we had to take the top 16. And when we zeroed into the top 16, man, we checked their gamer profiles. We made sure they was legit. They weren't playing on rookie, but they've been playing on the Hall of Fame level. You know what I'm saying? So we want to bring to you the greatest players that entered for our first ever House of Hope NBA 2K20 tournament, right? And so listen, I want you to understand how crazy this is. All the players range in age. I've got elementary students to grown folks playing. You feel me? I got elementary, middle school, high school, college students. Some of us old heads even jumped in the tournament. We picked the top 16 and it's go time. You feel me? So listen, you watching Hope TV right now, you already know we live streaming YouTube. We live streaming on Twitch. We live streaming on Facebook. We taking over the ground. Listen, if you can watch it, we own it. You feel me? If you can watch it, we own it. Hey, guess what? All the trash talk is done. They picking up the sticks, and the first game, the first game will air this Saturday. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Listen, I know you feel it. You ain't seen NBA, you ain't seen the NFL. Some of y'all ain't even seen the NHL. Some of y'all ain't seen tennis. Some of y'all, y'all are feeding for sports. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. You feel me? I've been watching them, right? I brought them all together. We let them talk. And man, listen, they were going at each other's necks. They were going at each other's necks, saying, look, I'm taking the ship. I'm taking the ring. Like, you ain't, listen, I don't even know. Some of you, I don't even know why you here, bro. Just go ahead and give up now. And I was like, ooh, they going at it. They going at it. But then listen, I zeroed in on some of these silent ones. And you know what they say about the silent ones, right? the ones that don't pop off, the ones that don't do this too much. Those the ones you gotta watch out for. So listen, I got my money. I ain't a gambling man, y'all, but I got my money on 2 of them right now. They ain't saying too much, but I see that dog in their eyes, baby. I see they ain't getting no sleep because they stay up all day and night playing PlayStation. So I know they fired. So listen, I want you to make sure that you check out Facebook. I want you to make sure you check out YouTube. I want you to make sure you check out Twitch. I want you to make sure you check out Hope TV. I want you to make sure you check out Instagram. If you see House of Hope Atlanta anywhere on that, you already know we bringing that heat, baby. We bringing that fire, baby. So listen, let's get to it. It's game time.